Have you ever felt that inexplicable tiredness or constant hunger, even after a meal? What if I told you that these signs could be hidden symptoms of prediabetes that 90% of people ignore? Yes, you're not alone. We often overlook the small signs our bodies give us. But the truth is, while you let these warnings pass, you could be heading toward a serious complication. The good news is, with the right information, it's possible to reverse prediabetes and prevent type 2 diabetes from developing. Today, you're going to discover 12 signs that could change the course of your health forever. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. And feel free to leave a comment below if you've noticed any of these symptoms in your daily life. Let's walk this path together toward a healthier and longer life. Someone who experiences insulin resistance may often notice something unusual: frequent trips to the bathroom and an unquenchable thirst. This happens because with elevated blood sugar, the kidneys can't reabsorb all the glucose, so they end up eliminating the excess through urine. This constant loss of fluid leads to dehydration, making the body crave more water. It's an annoying cycle, but one that's necessary for the body to try and regulate itself. Imagine a person going to the bathroom several times throughout the night. They constantly wake up to quench their thirst, but it never seems enough. This is one of the classic symptoms of prediabetes that should not be ignored. Preventing type 2 diabetes can start by noticing these signs. It is possible to reverse prediabetes, and the first step is identifying behaviors like this. So, for those already experiencing these symptoms, increasing water intake is a good start, but it's also important to monitor blood sugar spikes. Small adjustments to a healthy prediabetes lifestyle, like a proper diet, can be crucial. And speaking of blood sugar control, there are other signs that indicate something might be off. Constant hunger can be one of the most frustrating signs of insulin resistance. Imagine eating a full meal, feeling satisfied for a few minutes, only to have that gnawing hunger return soon after. This happens because the body isn't able to use glucose properly as energy, so it keeps asking for more fuel. This is one of those prediabetes symptoms that often goes unnoticed. But the good news is, with some tweaks to a prediabetes diet, it's possible to control this constant hunger. When the body struggles with blood sugar control, it can throw off hormones like leptin and ghrelin, which are responsible for regulating hunger and fullness. So, even after a full meal, the person still feels the need to eat more. If you're identifying with this symptom, investing in foods that help stabilize blood sugar spikes, like whole grains and lean proteins, can be a great solution. The key is focusing on preventing type 2 diabetes with a balanced diet. And who would have thought that excessive hunger, sometimes disguised as snacking, could be a health alert? Controlling diabetes risk factors starts with recognizing these signs. And speaking of energy, there's another common prediabetes symptom that directly affects your overall energy level. Persistent fatigue is an unwanted companion for those dealing with insulin resistance. Imagine feeling drained all day, even without doing much physical activity. This constant tiredness occurs because the body can't convert enough blood sugar into energy for the cells. This results in a feeling of weakness, like your batteries are always running low. For many, this is a silent symptom of prediabetes, but it's crucial to recognize its link to elevated blood sugar. Another factor that worsens this fatigue is the quality of sleep. People with prediabetes are more likely to develop disorders like sleep apnea, which contributes to poor sleep at night and even more exhausting days. To improve energy, small lifestyle changes for prediabetes, like incorporating light exercise into the routine and adjusting sleep schedules, can make a big difference. Also, paying attention to blood sugar spikes can help balance energy levels throughout the day. Here's an important reminder. Fighting fatigue is more than just getting more hours of sleep. The key lies in blood sugar control and preventing type 2 diabetes by balancing diet and sleep. Now let's talk about another symptom that can sneak up on you and is often overlooked. One of the symptoms that may cause great concern, but isn't always immediately linked to prediabetes is blurred vision. This happens when elevated blood sugar starts to affect the tiny blood vessels in the retina. Your vision can become blurry, making everyday activities like reading or driving difficult. It's not uncommon for someone to visit an eye doctor thinking the issue is just with their eyes, without realizing that blood sugar control is the real root of the problem. If you're finding this information helpful so far, take a moment to like this video. And don't forget to share it with others who could benefit from these tips on reversing prediabetes and staying healthy. It's important to remember that when ignored, this symptom can evolve into more serious complications like diabetic retinopathy. So, monitoring blood sugar levels and taking preventive action is essential. And just as vision can be affected, the immune system also takes a hit, leading to another common symptom: frequent infections. When the immune system is weakened, infections start to appear more frequently. This is another sign that elevated blood sugar could be silently affecting the body. Prediabetes can weaken the body's natural defenses, leaving it more susceptible to infections, especially on the skin and gums. These infections take longer to heal, and that's a clear indicator that something is off with blood sugar control. People who frequently deal with recurring infections like urinary tract or skin infections could be experiencing prediabetes symptoms without knowing it. This is where preventing type 2 diabetes comes into play. Adopting a healthy prediabetes lifestyle is an effective way to strengthen the immune system and avoid these complications. And don't think infections are the only issue. While the body's defenses are fighting to keep up, the mind also begins to suffer, leading to the next symptom: irritability and lack of concentration. Constant fluctuations in blood sugar levels can directly impact mood and concentration. Insulin resistance interferes with hormonal balance, leading to episodes of irritability for no apparent reason. Additionally, the brain, like the rest of the body, relies on glucose for energy, and when there are blood sugar spikes, it can affect cognitive performance, making it hard to focus on simple tasks. People who are constantly irritated or feel their minds are always wandering may not realize that this is a symptom of prediabetes. And it's exactly in these moments when it's worth thinking about diabetes prevention. Adopting practices that improve blood sugar control can not only stabilize mood, but also boost daily productivity. Small adjustments like reducing refined sugar intake and increasing exercise can make all the difference. Speaking of physical changes, another symptom that might raise concern is unexplained weight loss, which is often mistaken for something positive. When the body can't use glucose properly as an energy source, it starts breaking down fat and protein reserves to keep functioning. This process leads to weight loss, and at first it might seem like a good thing. However, this weight loss is a sign that the body is struggling with elevated blood sugar, which is a clear indicator of prediabetes. The truth is, this weight loss doesn't reflect a healthy lifestyle, but rather a failure in blood sugar control. Often, people may not notice they are losing weight because they're dealing with other symptoms, like fatigue or excessive hunger. If this weight loss happens without changes in diet or habits, it's essential to seek medical advice. For those looking to reverse prediabetes, adjusting the diet and focusing on an exercise plan can be an effective way to stabilize weight and prevent type 2 diabetes. With so many signs, it's clear the body is sending warnings that something isn't right. Now that you know these prediabetes symptoms, it's time to act and invest in your health. And as always, remember that prevention is the best path to ensuring longevity and a healthy life. Now that you know the 12 hidden symptoms of prediabetes, what will you do with this information? Are you ready to take control of your health and reverse prediabetes before it progresses? Remember, small lifestyle changes can make a big difference. What are you waiting for to start? If you have any questions or want to learn more, I encourage you to talk to your doctor to understand how this information can help you improve your health. If you made it this far and liked the video, comment below. I'm going to take better care of my health. It will be amazing to see who's committed to making a change. Oh, and don't forget, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. We have much more content coming your way to help you live a healthier, longer life. And since we're on the topic of health, why not check out our playlist on diabetes? There you'll find more valuable tips to keep your blood sugar in check and improve your quality of life.